guys, Sight and Sound LP here again. Third video. Can't believe we made it this far, but here we go. And you know, I'm Frank and that's Steve. And today, this was a video we kind of came up with last minute. And so, yeah, I'll tell you about it right now. Steve's in the music throne right now. It's a little change of scenery, by the way. We're in my room, so it's different, but yeah.
Yeah, so we decided to do this video because there wasn't really any more releases for 2011, obviously, that we could do. And it was a little hard to keep up with making videos when there was no new albums coming out for that year. But this will be the last one from 2011 that we're doing, obviously, because 2012 just started 3 days ago.
We hope you all had some nice holidays, and Happy New Year to everybody.
I hope you got fucking coal in your... Oh.
You curse.
Oh. Yeah, no, I didn't mean to say I hope they get coal. That's terrible.
Oh, okay.
I mean, alright, well, I do hope that, though. Alright, so, we're talking about a band called Touche Amore. Right, is that how you pronounce it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sure. Because they got those weird accent things on the E's, so that's how you pronounce it, I guess.
Yeah.
But, we're doing this because, well, for two reasons. One, because we like their sophomore full-length album. And two, because I recently saw them live. I want to say it was on this, I don't remember when it was, but was it in December? Do you remember?
I don't remember. But basically, yeah. So he saw them live, and I was like, oh, you saw them live, so we should do a video about it.
Yeah, Frank is mad that he didn't get to go, by the way.
Yeah. Asshole. He didn't invite me. But anyway. So we're going to do that now. And along with that, we're going to review their album just along with the show. This is going to be a little shorter of a review, because it wasn't really planned out that extensively, but you know, we're definitely going to talk about the album. So yeah, I guess here we go. What do you want to give some history on the band first, or?
Sure. I don't really know too much about them, but okay.
Well, basically, it's their second album, and it's making a big splash this year, and
been on a couple of top album lists for the year too. I forget from what publications or whatever.
Yeah, and we've both been listening to it.
A lot.
And they're kind of similar in genre to the last band we reviewed, La Dispute, but they're still different, definitely. And so yeah, I guess you could talk about seeing them live.
Okay. Yeah, I mean the songs from the albums. I mean, I didn't listen to the first album too much. The first album is called To the Beat of a Dead Horse. That's their first one. And you know, I didn't really listen to that album too much before the live show because a friend of mine who introduced me to the band didn't really, he just said listen to the second album, which is the one we're going to review. It's called Parting the Sea Between Brightness and Me. And yeah, they play most of those songs. I mean, all their songs are short, so it didn't really make too much of a difference which songs they played. It all kind of just seemed like one big just mess of just energy kind of during the show. But they played mostly the stuff from the newer album, and even though I didn't know the words to the older songs, it was still good like everybody else did, so that made me feel worse about not knowing the words. But yeah, when it was the kind of show where the crowd was really into it. Everybody was screaming every single word to every single song. You know, they did the usual play a couple fast songs, do our emotional song, that's Condolences. It got super quiet, everybody was super sweaty. Security at the show, that kind of messed it up. That was the only bad thing about the show. Nothing was bad about Touche Amore, but security
sucks.
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, this one guy, he face-palmed the girl for no reason.
That's not fun. Well, it is funny, but it's kind of funny, it's messed up though.
It's kind of funny, yeah. And I almost forgot to mention, we got there kind of not late. Well, yeah, we did get late. We did get there late because we missed the first band. The first band that was opening for them was Sea Haven. They have a little bit of reputation, but I haven't listened to their music. So we got there in the middle of the set of the second band, which is Pianos Become the Teeth. And personally, I'd never listened to them before, and I didn't really like their live show. I mean, I'm sure there's some of you out there who do like the band, because they're pretty popular from what I've heard, but I just don't like them. You know, not to be spiteful or whatever, but I just don't. But yeah, Touche put on a really good show. All the songs are really short, so it was kind of a shorter show. It was maybe like, I don't remember how long it was, but it couldn't have been more than 45 minutes, if anything. They're not even close, probably, because all the songs are short.
How was the sound, like the mixing and shit?
Oh, the mixing was really, really good. It sounded just like, the songs they played from the second album sounded just like the album. Like, all the mixing was perfect. Like, the sound technicians didn't make any mistakes from what I could tell. But of course, like on the newer album, they put the vocal track a little higher, as you would hear if you listen to the album, which you hopefully do if you haven't already. But I mean, overall, it was a good show. There's not really much else to. I bought a shirt and a 7-inch vinyl because I'm a fanboy, or girl, depending on which one you want to look at it. Yeah, and I spoke to the lead singer before the show for like 2 seconds. He seemed like a cool guy, but he also seemed like he didn't want to bother with a fan. But not because he's a dick, just because
he's introverted.
Yeah, right. He was just doing his thing. But that's pretty much it for the show, I think. I mean, it wasn't really a review, I guess. I did a pretty bad job, but I guess we could just talk about the album.
You gonna give the show a number score, or you're just gonna
a number score.
You're gonna leave it flat? Just like move on.
I mean, it was my first time seeing the band, and that's really the only band I was there for. And they did really good, so I'll probably, are we doing
whatever you want?
I'm saying we can do 0.5 though, right?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I'll probably give it, like, because I've been to a lot of good shows, I'll probably give it like a 8.5, 8.5. Nice. I mean, because I gotta get into the band more, like listen to them more before I like really judge their live show, because I don't know enough about them, like the way they're supposed to sound. As far as
before you went to it?
Right, yeah. Like, I was kind of, like, still new. Like, I gave them a lot of plays in my library, but I still didn't know enough to really judge, like, how they played live. But, yeah, that's 8.5.
Okay, cool. So I guess now we could just talk about the album they put out a little bit. I guess you could... This is like a quick review, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll just give my thoughts. The album... I would say it's melodic hardcore, this band, and one of the best albums I've heard in a while. Like, this album, I really can't say there's anything wrong with it. The lyrics are amazing on this album. Like, just, there's so many quotables and, like, great lines in the lyrics.
Statuses.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's sad to say, but yes, I have quoted this band multiple times on my Facebook.
I think everybody will once they hear the record, though. So
definitely,
it's okay.
No, yeah, but the lyrics are good. Instrumentals, you know, it's hardcore music, but they also, like, their songs are really short and fast. So they have like some really loud guitars, kind of distorted, and then at like for like maybe 10 to 12 second periods, or even maybe a little longer. Sometimes they'll tone it down, so then the guitars will become really like almost spacey-ish. And then if that, because that's not a word, but you know what I'm saying. And then
the concept is there. You know
yeah, and then like, and then the guitars will sort of start up again. A lot of songs don't have like typical structures of like chorus, verse, chorus. Some of them are just like a straight through song, just one idea, just straight through. The album itself is only like, what, 20 minutes long?
21 minutes, yeah.
21 minutes long. And you listen to it straight through, and it's just, as a unit, it's amazing. And the songs by themselves are amazing too, but they're so short that I feel like you need to listen to at least like 2 or 3 together, I feel like. Because they're only like a minute and something each.
Yeah. Well, if you really want to push it, you have to listen to like 4 or 5 if you really think about it.
So, but yeah, they all fit together perfectly. Great instrumentals, great vocals, and they're kind of similar to La Dispute, but what I like about them better is that the vocals don't get nearly as annoying. And I would say this album overall is great. 9 out of 10, at least.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe even 9.5, but I'll say 9 out of 10. And definitely everyone listen to it, and listen to the lyrics, and make sure you give it time. Because it's really good.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, the songs are short, but it's not short in the sense that oh, this song is short, it's not enough. It's short, like, you want to hear more after you hear one song. Like, one song is totally not enough. Like, when I heard the first track on the album, you didn't do your favorite tracks, by the way. When I heard the first track on the album, we'll get to those in a second. When I heard the first track on the album, which is called Tilde, but it's just a symbol that...
Tilde? Like in Spanish?
Right, the squiggly line thing that you put over the end in Spanish. But when I heard that song, I immediately wanted to hear the rest, like the other 12 songs, because that song is probably my favorite song on the album, but we're not doing the favorite song thing yet.
I agree.
Okay, there you go. He agrees. But, yeah, like, there's really no bad songs on the album. I can't really say there's really, like, all the the vocals never get, like, repetitive or annoying. Like, the lyrics, yeah, the lyrics are really good. Like, you can relate to them pretty much. Like, no matter who you are, I would say. Probably.
They're crazy.
Pretty relatable lyrics. And it's not like the instrumentals are just there, you know, just to be there.
They're interesting to be there.
They're like go well with the instrumentals. Like the drumming, guitars, bass, all that stuff is right on target with the instrumentals. Like everything flows the way it's supposed to. But yeah, only 21 minutes. That's more than enough for me because it's every song is good. Like there's no bad songs. Oh yeah, and it's a big step up production-wise from like their last album to The Beat of a Dead Horse. Because if you listen to both albums, one right after the other, you could definitely see the differences in production. Like they worked on it themselves. I think the second album a little bit.
Yeah.
They worked with somebody, I forget, but
it sounds awesome. Though.
It does, yeah. But yeah, some of my favorite songs would probably be Tilde, obviously, like we just said. Once Needs. Amends. I'm doing this like out of order kind of. And Uppers and Downers, probably. What about you?
I like Tilde also. My favorite track. Wants Needs. I do like. The second track, which I forgot the name of.
Pathfinder.
Yeah, Pathfinder. I like. And honestly, the rest, like I have listened to this so much, but I gotta be honest, I'm not that well versed in the song titles. Those are the three main ones that I know as my favorites. So, yeah, but definitely those three tracks are my favorites because I remember the names and everything. So,
yeah, that sucks, man. Because I'm pretty sure I could like name almost all of them.
I know it was. See, this was a last minute thing, you know, the holiday.
Yeah, right,
I'm just saying.
You just make yourself look worse, really.
I mean, I'm just making dumb excuses.
That's okay, though.
But anyway, yeah, we both like the album. I gave it a 9 out of 10. I don't know what your score is.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even give my score.
See? You look your spot there.
This is tough because this is one of the best albums I've heard, like, I don't want to say ever, but I will say it anyway, ever, probably. Like, I mean, there's a lot of stuff I have listened to, but out of the stuff I have heard, I'll probably say it gets like probably a 9 out of 10, same thing. Because I can't give it a 10. I can't do that.
Yeah, like for me too. I don't know.
It has to be perfect.
10 feels like I don't know.
It's
like,
too much.
I don't want to give anything a 10 yet. I don't want like the world to explode.
It's like getting married after your first date, like the next day.
Yeah, like
you know, like
I have to listen to so much more before I just start throwing 10s.
And you gotta hear like the other albums that they're gonna come out with in the future. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta weigh them against like what else they've done. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
And even against stuff from other bands, like you gotta be like, why is this a 7 and why is this a 9? You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
You just can't throw 10s around like it's a frisbee or something.
That was alright. We'll just move on. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you had great holidays. Happy New Year to everybody.
I don't at all.
Yeah, his were bad. I don't know. Mine were okay. I got a drum set. It was cool. But yeah, basically, Happy New Year. Thanks for watching. Keep watching us. Subscribe, comment, like, everything else.
Tell us what you want to review next. And and give your thoughts on the album that we just reviewed.
And listen to it, please, because it's awesome.
And give us any suggestions or anything like that you might have. Name of the channel, I forgot to say again.
It's Sight and Sound LP.
Right.
So please subscribe and tell your friends to search us and subscribe to us.
Right.
And do other stuff on our channel, please. Because we're just trying to get this started and...
We're begging you if you can't tell already. We're desperate for like everything. views and comments. We're just like, we're drug addicts, basically.
Yeah.
And we need the money. That was a joke. That was a joke.
Yeah, no, we enjoy music, so it's not even like, that was a joke.
We're music addicts, if you will.
Yeah, okay, so we just went on a long rant.
For no reason, so let's just stop.
Let me just say goodbye again.
Yes.
Peace, thanks for watching.
Later.
See you next time.